regards to restitution, the court's issue is, has any of this been paid?
There were upfront restitutions made in the amount of $300, which were money orders cleared. Aside from that, there's no, that was previously made prior to signing the plea paperwork. Since then, my client's been trying to save money, and one potential, well, not a potential, but one issue is that he believes he was wrongfully discharged from his position.
Right, just 1 second. Everyone, we are on the record. Whisper.
I believe he was wrongfully discharged from his position.
Welcome back to Judge Point. In today's case, we enter a Texas courtroom where restitution takes center stage. Luis Alec Martinez faces victims owed nearly $24,000 in damages. The court reviews what has been paid so far, only $1,200 spread across 4 individuals. But that still leaves a staggering balance of over $23,900. His attorney argues that wrongful termination from a contracting job left Martinez unable to pay. Yet, excuses aside, the victims remain without compensation, and the judge must decide whether probation, payment plans, or prison will secure justice.
As a contractor where the general contractor may have fired him, and he's disputing money that's owed to him, he was not able to get money from his employer, so he could not pay his contractors. And he has a civil suit that he's hoping to recover some damages that could apply towards any restitution. In the meantime, if I may call him to...
All right, so just 1 second. So you're saying so far, of the restitution amount that he owes, how much is he paid?
$300 to Juvenal Flores and $300 to Jesus Zuazuahu.
So he's paid $6.
Restitution isn't just numbers on paper. For victims, it's repayment for real losses. The court tallies what Martinez has actually delivered. $300 to Juvenal Flores, $300 to Jesus Zazuahu, plus other partial amounts. Altogether, $1,200 has been credited. But 2 main complainants still await justice. Together, they are owed nearly $24,000. When pressed, Martinez claims he was wrongfully discharged by a contractor, leaving him unable to pay workers or settle debts. A civil lawsuit is pending, he says, but the judge's concern is immediate. How will he meet his obligations now?
If I may call my client, Mr. Martinez, to the stand.
Could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
No.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Luis Alec Martinez.
May I inquire?
Yes.
Mr. Martinez, are you currently employed?
Yes.
Do you have the ability to make some restitution payments?
Yes.
The time period to make these payments, so they're not drawn out, within 30 days, are you able to make a lump sum payment to 2 individuals, Mr. Flores and Mr. Zuazua, and in what amount to each one within 30 days?
Within 30 days.
The defense calls Martinez to the stand. Under oath, he confirms employment and promises to start payments. Within 30 days, he pledges $1,000 up front, split between both complainants. Afterward, he offers a monthly plan, $500 to $600 per month. The judge asks pointed questions. Can you guarantee this amount without delay? Martinez answers yes, but acknowledges repayment could stretch over 4 to 5 years. His hope lies in a pending civil case. If he wins damages, he promises full restitution sooner. Still, the judge warns, probation requires action, not just intentions.
Do 1,000, and then I'd be comfortable doing $500 to $600 a month.
All right, so are you going to be able to pay? Well, when will you say that you're able to pay the $1,000?
It's about 30 days. If October 31st, end of October,
Yeah.
if there's the last Friday, perhaps in October.
What date is that?
It's actually Halloween. The courthouse should be open October 31st.
So are you able to make a payment of $1,000 October 31st?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
The judge presses for clarity. October 31st, Halloween, becomes the first deadline. By that date, Martinez must pay exactly $1,000. Afterward, each month requires an additional $500, split evenly between Flores and Zazuahu. Martinez agrees, explaining it's manageable with his current job. But the court makes the risk crystal clear. Failure to meet payments could trigger a motion to revoke probation, sending him to prison. This isn't just financial pressure. It's a binding condition of freedom. The courtroom atmosphere turns tense as the judge weighs Martinez's credibility against the victim's right to restitution.
And then after that payment, how much are you going to be able to pay per month?
I'd be comfortable with $500 or $600 a month.
And would that be, just so that it's not a overly burden, I want to make sure I understand. Is that, if it's 500 a month, is that 250 and 250? Or is it 500, 500? It's 500 total, correct?
Yeah, it'd be 500 total, because I think doing the calcs, I think that kind of works out for a 4 or 5 year period, I think. And then obviously if I win when I collect the damages from the suit, I would pay that off entirely.
Prosecutor Abrams steps in. She questions whether these promises are realistic. Martinez insists he can handle the plan, even if stretched over years. The judge confirms. Probation is not simply reporting to an officer, it comes with conditions. That includes community service, regular check-ins, and most importantly, payments that must never fall behind. The court isn't just taking Martinez's word. With deadlines set, he's now under legal obligation to deliver. Any lapse, even a single missed payment, could destroy his chance at probation and land him behind bars. The stakes are enormous.
Yes. Right. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 5 years deferred adjudication. The amount of restitution owed to Mr. Flores was $17,240.80. The amount owed to Jesus Swaswa is $7,300. And the last name for that complainant is...
After arguments, the judge announces the sentence, 5 years deferred adjudication probation. This avoids a prison term, but comes with strict restitution and supervision terms. Flores, the primary complainant, is owed $17,240.80. Zazuahu is owed $7,000 after credits. Together, that totals $23,940.80 still due. The deal is clear. $1,000 must be paid by October 31st and $500 every month thereafter. It's a structured, court-enforced plan. For Martinez, it's a lifeline. For the victims, it's the promise of repayment. And for the judge, it's a test of accountability.
Z-U-A-Z-U-A. First name, Jesus. The complainant who's owed approximately $17,240.80. The first name is Juvenal. Last name, Flores. The defense has told me that the defendant has already made some payment amounts. So the total balance that will be due is $23,940.80. The defendant agrees to make a payment of $1,000.
Probation comes with far more than just financial obligations. Martinez must provide proof of employment within 45 days. He'll undergo random drug testing, monthly field visits for 3 months, and is barred from certain jobs, especially home health care or work with minors. Additionally, community service is mandatory. 100 hours total. Yet the court allows flexibility. If Martinez completes a certified money management course, those hours can be credited toward restitution. The intent is clear. The system isn't just punishing him, it's trying to force responsibility and long-term accountability.
No later than October 31st, 2025. That $1,000 is to be split evenly between both complainants. Thereafter, the defendant will make a payment of $500 per month at the end of each month. And that is to be split evenly between both complainants. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 40.
The judge imposes strict no-contact orders. Martinez must avoid all communication with key individuals involved in the case: Jesus Ramirez, Jacob Stowe, Juvenal Flores, and Jesus Zazuahu. Any violation could be considered harassment or interference and would risk probation revocation. These orders underline how restitution cases aren't only about money, they're also about protecting victims from continued intimidation or manipulation. By drawing firm boundaries, the court ensures that justice is not just financial, but personal. Martinez nods quietly, but the weight of restrictions hangs heavy in the room.
Juvenal Flores. There's to be 100 hours of community service restitution. They will be deemed satisfied upon the life skills course or some type of business course. I'm sorry, not the life skills course or business course, but a money management course. Probation, is there anything else?
I just need a couple of things clarified. Can you tell Mr. Flores?
Probation isn't confined to one county. Martinez's attorney requests a transfer to Tarrant County where he resides. The court agrees. This allows probation officers closer to his home to monitor compliance. With his construction business, Martinez may also travel across Texas for work. The court grants this, but with conditions. Any out-of-state travel requires advance approval from probation officers. This balance between flexibility and oversight shows the court's approach. Enable Martinez to earn money for restitution, but keep him on a short leash. Freedom comes with boundaries, carefully drawn.
J-U-V as in Victor, E-N as in Nancy, A-L. Last name Flores.
Okay, and then there were numbers given, so I need clarification on what's due after he's already paid what he's paid.
All right. So,
I know $23,940.80, but how much to Mr. Flores and how much to Mr. Delago?
all right. So on Mr. Flores.
Financial restitution remains the heart of this probation. The judge restates the numbers with precision. Flores must receive $17,240.80. Zazuahu must receive $7,000. Payments are due monthly, $500 total divided evenly. These figures have been corrected after confusion about earlier credits. The court wants no misunderstandings. Each dollar is tracked, each payment recorded. Martinez's future hinges on compliance. For victims, the long wait for repayment continues. For the justice system, this case tests whether probation can balance rehabilitation, accountability, and financial restitution in a way that truly works.
The total amount due was $17,240.80. It's the court's understanding he's already paid $300 towards that.
Correct.
So there will be $300 minus the 17,000.
Your Honor, my understanding was that was the amount after the 300 paid, because the initial amount was,
I may have misspoken. And so
yeah, that is after the 300 already.
All right, so correction, probation, the amount due to Mr. Flores is $17,240.80. And that includes the $300 deducted.
As the proceedings close, procedural details are finalized. There will be no fine imposed, but probation remains strict. Martinez signs a waiver acknowledging his rights to appeal, but since this is a plea bargain, no appeal is permitted. He confirms understanding and accepts the terms. The judge reminds him one last time, this deal is his chance to avoid prison. Every dollar, every condition, every class must be honored. Good luck to you, the judge says. For Martinez, luck alone won't be enough. Discipline, accountability, and steady payment will decide his fate.
Is there anything else?
Nothing from the state.
I don't believe there was a fine, I made, unless I missed it out.
There's a zero fine.
Thank you, Judge. Nothing further.
All right. Mr. Martinez, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Is this one? Yes.
Right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Sure.
All right, good luck to you. Just remain in the courtroom, and probation will go over conditions with you.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, just give me, no, just one moment. Let me fill this in.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
This case ends not with handcuffs, but with conditions. Luis Alec Martinez avoids prison through deferred adjudication, but carries the heavy burden of nearly $24,000 restitution and 5 years of probation. With deadlines, restrictions, and mandatory courses, the court has given him structure. Now it's up to Martinez to follow through. Will he honor the plan or stumble under its weight? Only time will tell. For now, justice balances between second chances and victims still waiting. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real courtroom stories on Judge Point.